It's like 6:30 in the morning. It's a little bright. We are, I think, 21 miles from Echo Lake, which is where we're getting into South Lake Tahoe tomorrow. So we're a little ahead of schedule. So we're going to go to maybe mile 120, 122, something like that today. So then tomorrow morning, we will be able to go to Echo Lake, hopefully get a coffee and a donut, and then try to get a ride into South Lake and spend the night there, and then continue on into the desolation. Ooh, it's still chilly. It's like 43 degrees, and the low last night was 42. So it's like 7:30 in the morning. We have just left camp. We ended up doing 21.9 miles yesterday, so quite a few more miles than we expected. But we had a bit of trouble the last couple miles finding a campsite that wasn't just completely covered in anthills. But we found something really nice, close to a stream, but not, it was still hundreds of feet away, so it was nice and dry. We weren't too worried about having a bear wander by looking for a drink in the middle of the night to wash down our bear can. We're about 2.5 miles from Big Meadow Trailhead, which supposedly has dumpsters, pit toilets, I don't think water. So anyways, fingers crossed. One of the comments in far out said nicest pit toilets they've ever seen. So that would be interesting. It's always nice to have a garbage can and get rid of some of the smelly, dirty garbage. Trees are huge. That's not something you come across on trail every day. These are some pretty lazy bears. They didn't touch that.
All of a sudden, a whole new world.
Oh wow. Completely different. We are... Where are we? That's funny. There's no... You are here. To our Big Meadows trailhead. It's funny, this is one of the trailheads that came up a few times in the Trail Angels page for people looking for drives. And it seemed like nobody really knew where this was. So far, this is definitely the biggest, most busy trailhead we've been to.
Lemony fresh. Quite the construction. And walking toward mountains. The snow melts.
So we're at Round Lake, and it's a Saturday. Apparently this is a very busy spot for day hikers. Soak that for maybe an hour, and then hopefully we'll find a nice spot for lunch. So we're a few miles out of Big Meadow Trailhead, and other than the climb directly out of the trailhead, it's mostly been fairly flat, which is nice, but it's also, I don't know, a little sore on the feet. You're just walking on pretty much a dirt road. I mean, it's single track, but it's just a dirt path. There's not a lot of change. And I'm definitely feeling my feet are a little tired today. Yeah, so a lot of it's like this. Ooh, that's a blooper. Bad example. Like this. What's that?
PCT. We made it to the junction.
Oh, they have hotels on the PCT.
Close to hikers. I already read.
Minutes ago, saw 2 PCT through hikers, and for the last 10 minutes I've been thinking this is going to end pretty quick. It'd be awfully nice to be on a longer hike. Keep thinking October's not that far away. We got the Arizona Trail, so that'll be an 800-mile hike, so that should satisfy some of the craving. Shade, wind, big river. Yeah, this seems like the lunch spot. I'm good with that. Well, that was quick. Our lunch spot was covered in red ants. So time to move on, look for something else.
First try, cold soaked quinoa, refried beans, and veggies. We will see.
Quinoa, peppers, soy curls, corn, Parmesan, pine nuts. We're gonna add some mayo, olives, salt and pepper. Wash it down with nice cold coffee. Yum. Oh, the moon's still out. I don't know, I'm pretty happy with 1 hour lunches. The tree looks like it just gave up and fell over. So sad. You are horrible at details.
I believe the sign said hiker trash showers and something else and a beer for $10.
Perfect. And for the last day, I've been trying to figure out what we're gonna do if we get into town at 8 o'clock.
Isn't it nice that I remembered?
And we can't check in till 4.
But I remembered.
Got down to 42 degrees overnight, and it was a little breezy, but it was pretty comfortable. The Z-Pack sleeping bag that I've got, the brand new one, which will be in the gear review, or gear list, I guess. It's rated as a 40 degree summer quilt / winter liner. Anyways, last night, 42 degrees seemed to be about the limit for me being comfortably, like I could sleep with it and everything. I ended up having my base layer on, my Mountain Hardwear air mesh, and a buff. And then probably around 3 o'clock in the morning, got a little chilly. So I just took my puffy and just tossed it over top of me. And it was super comfortable. Definitely some dirty toes. That was cold. No, I don't need water yet. It's got to be the most relaxing couple of days of backpacking we've ever had. This might be the most epic for our trip yet. Yeah, they've definitely been pretty delicious. I think I like the smoked ones better than the regular ones.
Sorry, I'm just laughing now. We'll do that again another time. Still happy about all that downhill now?
This is definitely one of the rougher sections.
I didn't want to slide.
The final 200-foot climb of the day before supper at a viewpoint, then another mile to try to find camp. And it's warm. This feels like the spot. It's the safest that I'm not going to lose anything. Over the side. Down through a giant crack.
I get that dirty.
Everything's pretty grungy. Like, this is pretty brutal. Okay, I gotta dig into my pack. Ugh.
Bumblebee buzzing around the word strawberry on my water bottle.
The squirrel went for that bottle too. Sandwich looks almost as good as the supper spot.
Free upgrade.
Pita chips from the sky just showed up. Just grabbed our last water for the day, and mosquitoes have attacked. We've been lucky enough to not really have any to this point. That was pretty brutal. So we had a 16.5-mile day, which sets us up for a 4-mile hike tomorrow morning to Echo Lake Chalet. So we'll get into town for a super duper Nero. I think it got to about 81 degrees today, so not that hot, but it sure felt hot hiking uphill in the sun.
Yeah.
Are you gonna talk? If you're gonna talk, you gotta talk.
I'm lying down. It was a spectacular day, unbelievable scenery, crossed a couple of really short, easy little snow traverses, water flowing everywhere, scenery out of this world. I love this trail.
Backseat drivers. So it's like 7:30, we're all set up. There's somebody else setting up their tent right by us. So yeah, that's about it. Town tomorrow.